The Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, has assured families of victims killed in a recent attack in Uromi that justice will be served. The Anambra State Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chuma Ude, has cautioned mothers against sending their children of school age to hawking during school hours. The Kogi State government has banned rallies and public gatherings in the state over security reports. And from our foreign desk, Myanmar has observed 1 minute of silence to mourn those who died from last week's magnitude 7.7 earthquake that killed more than 2,000 people in the country. Now the details of the news. The Edo State Governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, has visited the families of victims killed in a recent attack in Uromi, assuring them that justice will be served. In a statement by his Chief Press Secretary, Fred Itwa, the governor confirmed that some of the victims were from the Bankure local government area of Kano State. He expressed condolences to the bereaved families and the people of Kano State, pledging swift action to bring the perpetrators to justice. The governor said about 14 suspects have been arrested and will soon be transferred to Abuja for further investigation, adding that more arrests will follow as investigations continue. The Kano State Governor, Abba Kabir Yusuf, commended Okpebholo for his swift response. Recall that the travelers were intercepted and killed by local vigilantes in the Uromi community of Esan North local government area of Edo State. Another news from Kano State. The Kano State Governor, Alhaji Abba Kabir Yusuf, has donated 12 cows, bags of rice and other cooking ingredients to custodial centers in the state as Muslims celebrate Eid al-Fitr. According to Hajia Azumi Bebeje, chairperson of the Committee for Prerogative of Mercy in the state, the donation is a demonstration of the government's relentless support and assistance to inmates. She emphasized that the initiative was crucial to successful custodial management as well as the reformation and rehabilitation of inmates. The Controller of Corrections, Kano State Command, Ado Inuwa, received the donations and thanked the state government for the gesture. Governor Omar Namadi of Jigawa State has pardoned 10 inmates of the Nigeria Correctional Service, NCOS, in the state. The NCOS spokesman in the state, CSC Sani Jahun, made this known in a statement in Dutse yesterday. Jahun said the inmates were pardoned by the governor after they were recommended by the Advisory Council for Prerogative of Mercy. He said the Advisory Council for Prerogative of Mercy in Jigawa State recommended the release of 10 inmates across the state. And in the spirit of Ramadan fasting and Salah celebration, Governor Namadi approved the release of the recommended inmates. He explained that while handing over the executive order to the NCOS command, the State Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Mr. Abdul Kadir Fanini, urged the beneficiaries to be of good conduct as they regain freedom and to refrain from committing crimes in future. The Controller of Corrections in the state, Yusuf Lapene, on behalf of the Controller General of NCOS, Sylvester Nwakuche, appreciated the governor for the gesture. Lapene charged the released inmates to be of good conduct and to put into use all the reformative training they received while in custody. Jahun explained that 5 of the beneficiaries were released on probation, 1 due to illness, which is chronic liver failure, while 4 others were released unconditionally. He added that all the released inmates were given a stipend for transportation and to celebrate Salah. The Anambra State Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chuma Ude, has cautioned mothers against sending their children of school age to hawking during school hours, reminding them of the consequences of such and the existing government law. Professor Chuma Ude, who described education as the currency for the future, charged parents to always place priority on the education of their children, especially the girl child, reminding them of the need to use the free education policy of the Soludo administration to bequeath their children sound and quality education. The Education Commissioner, while warning school principals, school heads and teachers against sabotaging the free education policy of the state government, advised mothers not to allow undue quest for materialism make them lose focus of their responsibilities in the family, especially in the area of child upbringing. The Kogi state government has banned rallies and public gatherings in the state over security concerns. The government also stopped fishing and other activities, lamenting that fishing activities resulted in the loss of 2 lives in Kasimiya, Katubo, and Umozu Ete, all in Kogi local government area in Kogi West. In a statement yesterday, the Commissioner for Information, Kingsley Fanwo, said the move was to prevent any form of security breach that might destabilize the state. He added that the intelligence reports indicated that some persons were planning to stage some violent rallies in the guise of political and religious agitations in Kogi Central. Troops of the 6th Division Nigerian Army have arrested 39 suspected oil thieves and dismantled 18 illegal refining sites in a sustained crackdown against crude oil theft and related crimes in the Niger Delta region. According to the Acting Deputy Director, 6th Division Army Public Relations, Lieutenant Colonel Danjuma Jonah Danjuma, the operation was conducted between March 24 and 30th, 2025, in collaboration with sister security agencies. In a statement, Danjuma said security forces also confiscated over 60,000 liters of stolen petroleum products and dismantled illegal refining infrastructure. He said that in Rivers State, troops intercepted an inbuilt fabricated twin tank containing 18,000 liters of stolen crude oil along Ochokocho Road in Eche local government area. Additionally, a manned diesel container truck with registration number LXA44XA was seized while attempting to smuggle stolen petroleum products concealed in bags of sawdust. The suspects abandoned the vehicle and fled on citing security forces. According to him, further anti-oil theft operations along the Imo River led to the dismantling of several illegal refining sites with over 15,000 liters of stolen products recovered. The crackdown extended to Rumu Ekpe Forest in Ahoada East local government area, where 2 refining sites were destroyed and 2,800 liters of stolen crude oil were confiscated. Speaking on the operation, the General Officer Commanding of the Division, Major General Emmanuel Emeka, urged residents to report suspicious activities as security forces intensify efforts to curb crude oil theft and other illegal activities in the Niger Delta region. Data sourced from the National Identity Management Commission (NIMC) enrollment dashboard show that a total of 117 million Nigerians have registered for the National Identity Number or NIN as of February 28, 2025. Lagos State is taking the lead with over 12.6 million registrations. Kano State followed with 10.2 million registrations. A total of 66,281,803 or 56.5% of the registered individuals are male, while 51,078,521 or 43.5% are female. Bayelsa, Ebonyi, and the Ekiti states ranked as the 3 states with the lowest enrollment figures. Bayelsa recorded a total of 758,111 registrations with 416,015 males and 342,096 females. Ebonyi followed with a total of 990,775 registrations, comprising 537,939 males and 452,836 females. Ekiti had a total of 1,141,929 143,102 registrations, with 566,229 males and 577,879 females. Other states with low NIN registration include Cross River, Taraba, Kogi, Enugu, Kwara, and Imo. Other states in the top 10 include Katsina, the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Rivers, Delta, and Bauchi. Now this foreign news. Myanmar has observed 1 minute of silence to mourn those who died from last week's magnitude 7.7 earthquake that killed more than 2,000 people in the country. Friday's earthquake was felt in neighboring countries like Thailand, hundreds of miles away, while the death toll stands at 20. Rescuers in both countries are still searching for survivors, though hopes are fading as the critical window, that is the first 72 hours after a quake, has passed. The United Nations says the earthquake has compounded an already dire crisis in Myanmar, which is in the midst of a 4-year civil war. Despite the destruction, reports suggest the country's military leaders are still carrying out airstrikes against pro-democracy rebel groups. More images of destruction have emerged from Mandalay, Myanmar's former capital, which is near the earthquake's epicenter. To end the Sapientia news at 1 p.m., a recap of the major headlines. The Edo State Governor, Senator Mondo Ebolo, has assured families of victims killed in a recent attack in Uromi that justice will be served. The Anambra State Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chiomaude, has cautioned mothers against sending their children of school age to hawking during school hours. The Kogi State government has banned rallies and public gatherings in the state over security concerns. And finally, from our foreign desk, Myanmar has observed 1 minute of silence to mourn those who died from last week's magnitude 7.7 earthquake that killed more than 2,000 people in the country. That was the Sapientia news at 1 p.m. On behalf of the editorial and technical crew, I am Joe Igbo. Good afternoon and thanks for choosing TV Sapientia.